The 33rd National Sports Collectors Convention is coming to the Baltimore Convention Center August 1st through 5th. Log on to nsccshow.com for all the details.
And as promised, here with Coach Ed Hottle from Stevenson University. Coach, seems like just yesterday I got to meet you, but you're starting your actual third season. Yep. But it's your second full season. Tell us a little bit about the expectations for the 2012 Mustangs.
What we're looking to do this year is we're looking to find that consistency, looking for guys to solidify jobs, and just play more consistent. We'll be bigger, we'll be faster, we'll still be relatively young, but we're looking to find some consistency in our play and doing it week in and week out and starting to get a couple more wins and hopefully win a couple in a row and just take the next steps in the development of our program.
You said you'll still be young, but you will begin to develop some veteran leadership to a certain extent, mostly sophomores. But I used to look at your roster last year, and I think your quarterback was pretty much your only player because he was a transfer that had some experience. What is that? You always hear the term veteran leadership. What will that mean to have guys that have been there before?
It means everything, to explain to the freshmen what's going on, to help them get things going, and to really lead our program. It's very, very important to develop that leadership. When you look at great football programs, great college football programs, they're blessed with great leadership. And for us, it's sophomores and juniors. And, we're going to get there with the senior class. We'll have a few next year. But it's going to mean the world to us to have that veteran leadership.
Tell us, on offense, your team led by C.J. Hobson did a good job, a solid job. Defensively, it must be a lot different not having at least one kind of veteran leader there.
Yeah, CJ did a great job. Coming from a 1AA program and having that caliber of player on the offensive side was tremendous for us. We're developing leaders on the defensive side. We struggled on defensively last year, and part of it was leadership and having that understanding when things don't go your way, to get your head up and get rolling. And we didn't really have that rally guy, and I think we're developing some of those guys this year. Donnell Brown, who led our league in tackles last year, he's starting to become that guy, which is huge for us. Tim Campbell coming off of some injuries last year. We're looking for him to step up and take a little bit more of a leadership role. And we're bringing some guys over from the offensive line who were truly defensive linemen that we moved last year who will also give us a little bit of leadership in that group as well.
Tell me a little bit about Tim Campbell. He's one of your team captains, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a member of our leadership council.
Leadership council. But he's a guy, his dad works for the university, but he's a guy who I believe had talent enough to possibly play a little higher level and chose to stay here. Is he that kind of guy, the leadership mantle?
He is. He's a quiet leader. He's a guy that does a lot by example, does a lot of really, really positive things without saying a whole lot, which you need that. Donnell's more vocal, again, but does everything correct. So, they're a pretty good tandem on that side of the ball as far as work ethic and their overall commitment to the program. And we're hoping Tim can stay healthy this year. He had a little bit of a shoulder last year and a knee early on. And, just one of those years, and we all have them, and hopefully Tim's is out of the way, and it'll be smooth sailing for him to kind of take on a little bit more of that leadership role.
One thing that didn't fit the mantle of a beginner was the stadium, where we're taping in Mustang Stadium. Absolutely gorgeous job done. I know Paul Candabene served as almost like, director of building the stadium in a small way. Tell us a little bit about what it's like for your team and what a selling point this stadium is.
It's everything to us. This was the first recruiting class we were able to bring in with an actual facility to show them. That's pretty exciting. So, it's a great advantage for us in recruiting. It's a great advantage for us on game day. I mean, it's loud in here. We stood on the opposite side of the fans last year, and there were points in the season where we couldn't hear. So I can only imagine what it was like for Christopher Newport in that double overtime win, how challenging it was for them to hear being, 10 yards away from, 3,500 screaming fans. So it means a lot to us to have a facility like this, and we're very blessed to have it.
We appreciate your time. a realistic record this year? 4 wins, 5 wins? I know you're not in the prediction game, but give us what you're really hoping for. I know you said at the outset a couple more wins.
Our expectations are to win 10 games. That's how we prepare, that's how we work, and that's the expectations of our program. Anything less than that expectation would be selling our program short at this point.
All right, that's Coach Ed Hottle. His Stevenson Mustangs take on Shenandoah right here at Stevenson University on September 6th, and we'll be right back after this.
Go to MarylandGaming.net right now for all the latest news and information on local casinos, horse racing, and the lottery. That's MarylandGaming.net, powered by PressBox.